It's just me and you.
If you want to put that up on the screen, we're going to kick things off, whenever you want, with Jose and Justin to talk about the upcoming content roadmap, as well as quality of life updates.
Stop it.
So we can do a roadmap, upcoming collections. Choose your own chapter. It was true. It was true.
After that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's!
What?
They said it could never happen.
They said we shouldn't do it.
We're doing it. Doing it live. After that, we've got fan favorite Rosalie to introduce you to some amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
Cool, I want to see the collections.
And then my favorite, Dave, no shame on you.
No, that's not.
Dave is coming back after that, and he's going to tell you about another one of our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know what it means.
Choose your own chapter. I choose Jurassic World.
So I think that's enough. We can get things rolling now. Thank you, Matt.
Just leave.
What?
I'm just going to leave now.
Well, but he's going to come back. Don't worry. Matt,
I'll be back.
Matt's not done with the show by a long shot. Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
Bye, Matthew Cote.
And now we'll welcome Justin Brown and Jose Ramos. Welcome, guys.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Jose is our executive producer on Dead by Daylight. He's a vice president as well, for people who care about that sort of thing. Justin is our senior director of product management. If you don't know what that means, he cares a ton about the game, actually. He's kind of one of the main people that my team talks to from the community team to help make changes happen in the game. And so that's why they're here, because, yes, we have the content roadmap that we're going to talk about, which is cool and new stuff, but also, more importantly to me, quality of life. The quality of life initiative couldn't have happened without these guys.
Yes, absolutely. It is one way to do my very first live stream, so that's pretty amazing. Thank you. I think I will tell my kids that there were 12,000 people also. That's something like that. So yeah, as you said, I think we want to give you a sneak peek of our content roadmap leading us to the 10th year anniversary.
I want to see the roadmap.
Which is crazy just to say.
Leading to the 10-year
anniversary. We will
anniversary.
also give you an update on our quality of life efforts. As you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all the details.
Yes, of course. And before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible Dead by Daylight team back home. It is because of their hard work and passion that we're able to deliver this content and this quality, year after year.
Shout out to the DBD team. Watching while they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told everyone they can go to quiet mic. I'm very loud. Why don't we talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose, real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many, many, many years. I think the main one, of course, is 2v8. So bringing 2v8 to life was something that we really wanted to achieve.
2v8 was good.
Cross progression is something that also you waited for a very long time, and that now you can have from a content standpoint. I think between Vecna, Dracula, Killer with a Dog, but also the very most recent chapter that we released with Tokyo Ghoul was one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had, and it was quite amazing for us.
And I think you're a big anime fan, so you probably felt.
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art sale of DBD, I think the team made really an amazing job. That was really, really cool.
Shout out to our anime fans.
Many of them.
Our anime fans in Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you for indulging me.
But also, this chapter gave us a chance, an excuse to travel to Japan for the first time in a very long time. It was long overdue. I think Dave, Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time with them, and that's really what we want to do a bit more, spending time with our community, going to events like this one, and more to come. We were in Scotland recently, we were in Sao Paulo for Gamescom LATAM just last week, and again, we will be there in more events to come.
Yeah, and to not confuse you, actually, we did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week with the unshakable EMT Aurella Rose, which is very cool.
Oh yeah, the new female survivor talking about.
And though I imagine most of you have seen it already, we're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So,
I saw her trailer.
I got you. You're gonna be all right.
Her trailer is pretty good. Looks like she helps people when they're injured and takes them to the hospital. I like her trailer though.
This cannot possibly be real.
Kind of like a nurse, but not really a nurse. All over.
My name is Aurella. I'm here to help.
My name is Aurella. I'm here to help. That trailer is so good. I love that trailer. Yeah.
We got to do a lot of fun teasers for Aurella, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall in love with her before they even knew who she was. So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're going to try to keep doing more teasers in the future. So thank you. And one last thing about Aurella, actually, I think you see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Aurella with the St. Justine Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's running already in-game. It's going until the 27th of May. All you have to do, if you haven't already, is purchase one or both of those beautiful outfits in the game with orc cells, please, orc cells. And 100% of the proceeds are going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal. Thank you. We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned. Aurella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to the Year 10 calendar, Justin.
That's right, and this is the time when I try to bite my tongue and not give you
it's right here.
Spoilers. Sorry. I will say we have 5 chapters. 3 will be licensed, 2 will be original. Of course, the next chapter you guys already know. It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's cool.
It's a
the chapter in June is licensed.
Are going to be up to talk way more about that just
chapter.
after us. We're going to follow that up with another licensed chapter that will feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure. And then finally, we're going to end the summer with an original.
July has
it's
2
going to be on one of our
licensed
favorite themes,
Who
which is
do you think they are?
Asian
Licensed survivors.
specifically. It's going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot wait to get it into your hands.
2 licensed?
It's messy.
Oh,
it's gory.
There's 1, 2,
We will close out
3
the year
licenses.
with
Well,
one
this one has
big
2
licensed
survivors
chapter
that are
with not 1 but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love.
2VA is
I
coming
wish
back.
I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements.
So there's a chapter
It's very
coming
important for us that
next month.
we kind of focus on that.
Yes, which thank you for the wonderful
Oh, it's
segue,
probably-
Jose.
I know what it is.
So for some of you, of course, the content is what
has to
drives
be
you and
Five Nights at
excites you,
Freddy's.
the new content that
That's
comes to
what the new
DVD.
chapter is.
But I also think for a lot of you, myself included, who, I talk to the
In
community
July,
every day,
right?
the quality
It's
of the
2
game, quality of
survivors,
health of
but
the
it's
game is
licensed.
just as important as the new stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about now. Like I said earlier, I'm really psyched that this is being prioritized. As Jose just mentioned, we've even taken the decision here and there to adjust the schedule of the year's releases based around doing more work on quality of life. So,
That's a cool roadmap.
Jose, why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So again, success of DBD is about the community. And so this year, what we really want is to get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply that feedback and to improve the overall experience of DBD. We think, and we're going to show with some details, that we have made great progress, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to meet some hiccups. The last release that we just had, we know has brought bugs on some of the killers, and that's something that we want to react very quick on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release, maybe a little rocky, we are holding our hot fix schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week, hoping to fix as many of the bumps in the road that we ran across with this week's release.
Of course, and if you've watched the live streams over the last couple of years, this is the moment when I would usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on, but this year we're doing things differently. It's all around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. And so all of our focus is really about delivering on that promise to you guys as the players.
Yes, and actually I want to mention, we've already started rolling out the quality of life stuff. The first major feature of it was the abandoned feature, which went out last release. It
So
was
the
pretty
June
well
chapter
received.
must be
We
fun,
got
that's
also
it,
a lot
right?
of great
The
feedback
June
on how we can tweak it to be even
Yeah.
better. So it's been a
it's a
cool way to
licensed
kick off
chapter,
the
right? Five Nights at
initiative with
Freddy's is a licensed chapter.
a big feature that helps to address some issues.
July,
And the
it's
most
2
recent
licensed
release, I mean,
survivors. It
despite
could be
some of the
anything.
issues that you know are already there, we did fix some critical issues. The skill check release window, which had been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved. The unhook spam exploit resolved. We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested a long time ago, not to be confused with seeing your survivor teammates perks, which is something we'll do later in the year as well. And then the sort of controversial quest system, we do plan on monitoring that. The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the opposite, if anything. So we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to make on the quest system. But we're really happy that you can finally make progress on more than one quest in a match, in addition to removing that awkward pain point you've probably all experienced where you load into a match and then say, oh no, I already completed my last quest, now I can't make any progress on any quest in this match. So that's finally removed and resolved with this new quest system.
Cool.
The quest
so we've
system
got
is
an
all
asset
right.
we can put up on the screen to help us for the next section.
Go.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh, cool.
So a bunch of stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through it all, but a few ones that I really want to highlight is everything you see in blue. So in green is what we have released. In blue is what is going to actually be released just in June. So very, very soon around the corner. And a few ones that I wanted to highlight. One is, for example, the gamma setting. We know that it can be tough when it comes to the darkness level.
What are they gonna do with
Being able, especially
anti-slugging?
for console players,
I wonder what they could
to
do
be
with that
able
one.
to deal with those gamma settings is again going to go a long way. The gun X prevention is quite important. Encouraging survivors to not give up at first hook is really something that we want to fix and improve. And one last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details. Is
This
the
one I'm happy
blood
for.
point spending. I was
The
watching
body blocking prevention, I'm happy
the
for
stream
that
of one of my favorite content
No
creators
more-
just
no more
a few
body
days ago
blocking.
with the
No more
release
body
of
blocking.
Gorilla. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points. And it takes a while. It takes a long time to spend those blood points. So being able to spend them in a matter of few seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, massive leap for DBD players for sure.
And this is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator? Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. No, that's great. I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost there. Oh yeah, no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvements. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. Is we had...
Custom match, yeah.
Custom
It's
matches.
Can you move the mic? You move the mic when you talk. I want to make sure everyone hears Jose. Custom match improvements.
Custom match improvement. Yes, we had a really great conversation with tournament organizers, with some content creators, in order to understand what they really wanted. And the list was really good, but then we asked, but what is the top priority that you have? Because we want to make sure that we will be quick to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one
This
player
one,
to
they
another.
wanna make it so
And we
survivors
are
don't
going
give
to
up
bring
on
those
it right
things
away.
right into
They
this
go to
June
X prevention.
release as well. So happy to go fast on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, and of course, that's not where we're going to end with custom match. That's just what we're delivering in June. In the future, throughout the year, we're
The
going to
body
add
blocking
more
one I'm happy
customization
for.
options to custom custom match, including
'Cause I
the
used to get
ability
hold
to
hostage.
start selecting
I got
limited
hold
time
hostage
event
a lot, 'cause
modes in
you feel like
custom
you're body
match
blocking me.
specifically, which will be very cool.
What about 2v8? Can that be in custom
And-
match too?
Yes, it will include 2v8 in
Oh,
custom.
yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Dave liked that one. Or maybe that was Max. So we built this list. My team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your feedback, even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that. And now, phase 2. We've already talked about stuff that people generally knew about. Now we can get into the second half of our quality of life initiative.
Yeah, of course. And so phase
They're
2 is
doing
meant to take us
anti-tunneling
through
and
to the end of the year and even beyond. And we are going to deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated.
I wonder what
on.
they're going to do with these.
So I guess I'll give it to Jose to tell us a bit more.
Yes. So the first thing that you can see on the screen, all the measures that we want to take in order to improve camping, slugging, tunneling, we will actually give you more details in the coming weeks and in the coming months. We want to do it right. It's something that we want to carefully craft, and we want to also discuss more with our community and our content creators to make sure
When does it
again,
come
we do
out,
it
though?
right.
July or
There is
December?
things like the
Those
keyboard
come
and
out.
mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the summer, along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details on.
Right. So map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of relevant map and key
TVA
items
while
for a
you
long
wait.
time.
That means-
We wanted to give survivors a big update.
can
we always
play
update
TVA
killers,
while you're waiting
don't
for
do
a
a lot
match? I
for
don't know.
survivors. We're going to change that. Map are going to change to be basically a consumable version of Windows of Opportunity, if you can imagine that, which is very cool. And then keys are going to focus on revealing the killer's aura. They will still open the hatch, and there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys take.
Ooh.
Ooh, people like
This
that.
next one's also going to be an ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. So, in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been hearing you guys complain about it for a long time. We really want to focus on making sure that MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play, as opposed to the current black and white, just survive and kill. So that's going to be a really big change coming to MMR. We've heard it. We're excited to deliver that. We're going to
MMR revamp, people. If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking ranking, and it'll help with matchmaking when we fix that.
Yeah. For the first time ever in an update, we're going to introduce a new survivor item this summer, which will be very cool, right in decor.
That's cool.
It'll be exciting. Of course, we're bolstering our
new
anti-cheat
item.
measures
They're gonna
because
do a
that's
new
always
item.
a problem. We're going to start showing
know
you
what it
queue
is.
time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this summer. And as much as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8, and that's how long you have to wait as a killer to get into a
Yes.
match. 12,
Yep.
13, 14 minutes sometimes.
They know, they know.
Not on the next iteration, but the one coming in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer. So you
That's
don't have
cool.
to just sit there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Just a note on that, that's coming very soon.
That's a good change. For killer, because you have to wait 13 freaking minutes for a match.
It's coming very soon, but not in the next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So the next 2v8, just so your expectations are set. Okay, one last thing, we do need to wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now. If you're a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely. And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games. It allows you to support your favorite creator. The idea is that be a wide way for pretty much any deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay tuned. We're going to talk a lot more about that in our next broadcast later this month or next month. And I do need to wrap up now, guys. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
wanna
you.
do us?
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome, thank you.
I think you okay for me to go?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about it. Thank you, everybody.
do. There we go. It's Springtrap, I bet. That has to be the June chapter. The June chapter is Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, sweet. It's in the game. I'm happy for FNAF fans. I'm happy we got this in the game.
Hello, PAX!
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
It's amazing to be back here. It's nice to see you, even though I don't see quite well. It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody watching us online. And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them; they're amazing. Especially
I wonder what the
Mr.
new item
Unknown
they're
somewhere
gonna do.
there.
They said they're gonna have a new survivor
Amazing,
item.
but I don't see
Wonder what it
anything.
is.
So right.
After.
Yeah. All right. So of course, being here is pretty special, and we're here. It's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight, the top requested license.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games.
I never
Today,
played
it
it.
is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
So of course, the team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, we do we survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content, and we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time.
Yeah.
So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, okay, so let's start and reveal our new killer. Let's
Do it.
Let's show that bad boy.
Is it Springtrap? Oh, here it is. It's Springtrap. It is Springtrap. Yeah, dude. That's sick. The killer looks sick.
You like that?
Yeah, he's a robot, kind of.
Okay.
It's kind of like Singularity.
Well, thank you for that. So I guess we made the right choice. Yeah, it was obvious to us too. Of course, Springtrap is the ultimate villain of the series, and for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
Absolutely, yes. So the animatronic. Today we won't go into the power or the perks.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not revealing a lot, but
No map and
we'll
no
show
survivor.
some screenshots later. And if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting. We're adding on top of the killer a very interesting survivor and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter.
Oh,
It
never
will
mind.
appear
There's a
every time
survivor.
you play as Springtrap or that you face Springtrap.
Security guide, I bet you.
So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream. But I want to say that the power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course. And there are going to be a few really cool ones as
That's
we
cool.
release this. But there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we
What
will
is it?
have will be taken directly from the movie, and we're going to show a little thing.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, they're gonna show it. Whoa! What the?
So,
Oh, that's
Of
from the
course.
movie, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I actually never seen it.
yeah, you never seen
you
it.
may have noticed on screen there, this is the yellow rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard. So we... It's fine. Get it out. Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the characters.
That's cool. That's a cool legendary skin for Springtrap.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
Huh? It's a guy wearing it's
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Sweet. Springtrap looks really good, though.
Fun.
He is such a cool guy.
So, as you've seen, there is no survivor in this chapter.
Okay.
But, but, there is a map.
Yes!
Yeah, thank you.
No survivor,
We
but there's a map.
couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
You have things?
Oh, that's the new map.
So we took inspiration from the first game. So most of it.
That map looks cool. That's a cool map.
So instead of looking at it through camera,
So
we're
no
actually
new
going
survivor,
to walk in it.
but there's a map.
And it's filled with
Yeah,
Easter
it
eggs,
looks cool.
surprises, and of course jump scares.
Oh gosh, jump scares.
I'm scared. That's a cool map. Look at the gen by that.
And there's also one fantastic.
there's
I'll let
pallets.
you
That's a cool
react
map.
to this a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, that's a really cool map. I can't wait to play on that map.
It reminds me of.
It is cool.
A little bit.
It's
Kinda, yeah.
an awesome map. The team did great. Can't wait for you to play into it. So there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
That's cool.
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature,
so
and that's what
no
we'll
new
do.
survivor. There's no
All right.
survivor in this chapter.
I mean, if everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but
Yep.
we try to listen, is what I'm saying.
What else?
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay. There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that do not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the weeks leading up to the actual release. So right now, Dave and I will scoot. Dave will be back later, don't
That's
worry.
cool.
And right now we'll leave the room to Rose and
The
Eric to
legendary
take you through
skin,
some of the
that's
really cool collections coming this
That's
year.
the skin for Springtrap. The legendary skin. Collections.
What is it we're removing?
That's it.
We're removing the map? No? Okay. I couldn't hear backstage.
Kate better get one.
So,
I'll be
Five
pissed.
Nights at Freddy's, huh? Wow. How do we
Her
follow
name is
that?
Rose.
I have no idea.
Rose.
Well,
Let me
I'll
talk.
tell you how, Rose. With upcoming collections.
See?
Thanks for joining us, Rose. Rose is, as often as we can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics that are planned, and today is no exception. So why don't we dive in, because this show is running by us very quickly. So speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let people know maybe for the first time, about a year ago we did a community contest where people got to submit designs for killers and survivors, among other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe. We got Jake Lone Wolf.
Yeah, from the
Jake
Rift.
Lone Wolf
It's
outfit
from the
by
Rift.
Fairy Coon, Little Friend Badge by Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Desktop by It's Your Boy. You may have heard
Singularity
some
has a
discussion
TV
about
for
the
it.
Singularity
That's funny.
that it's missing something on its face. Should we add the frowny face back to that? Now we have to. I'm sorry.
Fine.
This is how community people pressure the devs to do things.
Just for you, though. Just for you.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned. And we have a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in riffs throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So, cosmetics. Sorry for shouting. So there's a really exciting one, Rose, that, taps into maybe a video game relevant audience.
So, as you guys might already know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by Daylight.
That's cool.
As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons chapters, now we're super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight with...
What is it? What is this?
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Witcher. The Witcher.
You guessed it, The Witcher Collection,
Who's
coming
getting
out
that?
on June 3rd.
June 3rd, very soon. So fans of The Witcher, of which I am one, you're one, and I hope we got some other, it sounds like we have some other Witcher fans here. It's a cosmetic collection.
Oh!
6 new Witcher-themed outfits coming to the Fog.
Nice.
Exactly. And of the 6,
The
there
Witcher
are
is
2
the outfits.
legendary outfits.
That's cool.
The first one
cosmetic
being
skin.
the
Yes.
Leshen outfit for the artist.
Artists? That's for artists? That's dope as
And
fuck.
of course, Geralt of Rivia outfit for Vittorio.
No way! That's for Vittorio.
So one of the best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the
So
character's
he's gonna have
original
new
voice
this
actor.
outfit.
Shout out to Doug Cockle. Any fans
That's a cool outfit.
of him? He's actually in attendance at PAX this weekend. I saw. He's down in the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
And that's not all. In
That's
the
not all.
collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
Oh. Oh, is that Kate?
Ciri,
Kate got one? Sable got one.
Triss Merigold,
Michaela.
and Eridan.
The night. But it looks good, though. Yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll release more info on our socials later.
Kate got one.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna buy Kate's.
We change things at the last minute a lot of times. So those look fantastic. I'm excited. Just a note about
Artisans
if you're
looks
wondering
good. I like
if you're
Artisans too.
Deep into
guess,
this game.
it's
His
nice
medallion,
looking.
Geralt's
Yeah.
medallion,
What about
eyes light up
Artisans?
in the
Looks
Witcher.
cool.
It's not going to happen in our games because
Yeah.
the entity doesn't want him to have kind of a
Suppresses all magical powers.
yeah. So in case people were wondering,
Those are cool.
it's not
Those
happening.
are sick freaking
Okay,
outfits.
So
We also have
Victoria's is
some
cool,
super
too.
cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same time.
That makes
And
sense though,
one
because
of them
Vittorio and Knight came out together and they both got outfits.
is this
Oh, that's a cool banner.
amazing Geralt in the Tub player card.
Would you get that banner?
We couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so enjoy.
our requisite feat content has been met for the show. So yes, June 3rd is right around the corner. Get psyched.
Yeah, next month.
But we still have some more
June
to show
3rd.
you of other things.
Those
The
outfits
Witcher for
come out
now,
June
but
3rd.
other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day, he did a TV show with the Boulet brothers called Dragula. And they did a Dead by Daylight themed episode, which was flipping cool, and why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, it was super cool. I'm jealous of Matt, but they also have a
That's
video
cool.
to talk to us about it.
All right.
This is Dracula and Swantula,
They're
your
called the
queens of darkness,
Belay
the
Brothers,
Belay
I think.
Brothers, and we are so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight. One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by Daylight challenge, and our cast had to come up with looks worthy
The
of
Witcher-
becoming a new
The Witcher
killer
outfits are
skin
good.
in Dead by Daylight.
The Goulet Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress, modeled after the artist design for that episode. The second is the Goulet Brothers artist outfit for the artist, which is a mix of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
We'll see you in the fall.
July 8th is when that collection drops.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a cool outfit.
Couple of concepts here of what you just saw.
I'm guessing that's artists. Yeah.
And we're going to keep it rolling because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is something from the extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
What can you tell us about this one?
So last year, Supermassive Games released The Casting of Frank Stone, which explored the origins of a brand new killer. This year, Frank Stone in his transformed state will be entering the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper.
That's cool. For Trapper? Trapper got a new legendary skin.
You can look for the Frank Stone's champion outfit to be released
for the
in
casting of Frank Stone.
September.
That's for
And
Trapper.
just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot just yet from Dead by Daylight, but that is what it's based on. So stay tuned for that one. All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now. No excuse not to buy it. Go play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive. We love that. Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today is adding some new outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Okay.
Yep, we're
Let's see what it
adding
is.
2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection.
Tomb Raider collection. Let's go.
Both of which are releasing on August 5th.
Oh, that's
The
going to be
first
a while.
one is Laura's classic ensemble, which is the
They got her that outfit? What?
I've been waiting for that.
They got her that
This is
outfit.
the iconic look that
It
started
looks
it
good
all
on her,
for
though.
Tomb Raider, and we're super happy to be bringing it to Dead by Daylight. We'll also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't
Another
ready.
Tomb Raider
Just
outfit.
Stay tuned.
Fans will recognize it, though.
That's true. Get hype. Thank you so much, Rose. I told you this would
Those
be
are cool
fine.
skins that are
FNAF
coming
is a
out.
big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys?
I want the Witcher collection I want that one.
I always want the Laura's
So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out Dead by Daylight, our social media, and you can catch them there. And now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're beautiful, Rose.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
And I think you're hot too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just joking.
Hi, Matt. Why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit of the show, if you've watched the anniversary once or twice, where you figure, oh, there's got to be something that comes after, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this year.
It's because we heard Gorgiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very
It's a bad
close attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you already told them throughout the show.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast, a bunch of hints. So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly, we're looking at you. And then give us our best speculations and theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
Shrek is what was shouted to the crowd if you're watching.
Yeah, I think Shrek is in the maybe pile.
He's not even joking.
So yeah, go on our socials, tag us, and give us your best speculations and your best guesses. We will let you know if you were right. Go back, watch the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you on a stage. Shout out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah. But it's not that.
You're not supposed to.
I shouldn't say that, but
no,
it's
you're
not.
not supposed to. right, well, one last time, thank you again so very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Boston, Massachusetts. We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that. Stay tuned.
And come see us at the booth afterwards. We'll be happy to hug and shake hands.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
That's funny.
What?
Shrek. So Shrek.
Oh, yeah. I think that's it.